All right, everyone, I am in Monroe, Louisiana. Now, when I go to a town, the night before I research it, I check the census, get all the numbers. You guys know that. And I was doing that last night, and I got to the crime reports, and whoa. Immediately I recognized that it was really high, especially violent crime, extremely high. This is the violent crime per 100K right here in this town. I believed that was the highest I've ever seen, so I started researching it. And sure enough, this is what I found. Let me get to a spot where I can stop, and I'll tell you all about it. So I started researching all the towns in the U.S. that have a metropolitan area of 100,000 or more, and made a list of the crime rates, because I was curious as to where Monroe would be on that list. What I found was, well, really interesting. I'm going to find a place here in downtown to park, and I'll tell you where Monroe is on the list of most dangerous cities in the U.S. That's West Monroe over there, its own town. This is downtown Monroe. So I'm going to head in here. Now, to be clear on these crime numbers, that doesn't include the suburban areas, just the city, the core cities themselves. But here's the list. This is the top 10 most dangerous cities in the U.S. And when I say that, the cities with the highest violent crime. Not overall crime. I'm only including violent crime, not property crime. Violent crime, of course, is murder, rape, armed robbery. Pretty interesting list. Monroe is number one, solidly in the number one spot with 2,737 violent crimes per 100,000 people. You can see Memphis number two, Saginaw, Michigan, Detroit, 3 and 4. So 2 Michigan cities in the top 5. And in Alexandria, Louisiana, that's 2 Louisiana cities in the top 5. Birmingham, Alabama, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Pueblo, Colorado, Cleveland, Ohio, Tacoma, Washington. I'm not going to lie, that surprised me. I didn't expect to see that. Now, you guys want to see the second 10? Here it is. Camden, New Jersey, Baltimore, Oakland, California. Don't think that surprises anyone. Milwaukee. You got 3 Missouri towns. Kansas City, number 15, St. Louis, 16. It appears that Kansas City has passed St. Louis in violent crimes. Little Rock, Arkansas, New Orleans, Louisiana. So that's 3 Louisiana cities in the top 20. Rockford, Illinois, and Springfield, Missouri, the 3rd Missouri town in the top 20. Yeah, pretty interesting list. Now, this is the latest numbers, posted September 2023. Now remember, this is violent crime, not overall crime. So what does that mean? It means that Monroe, Louisiana is the most dangerous city in the United States. Between 4 and 5 violent crimes happen here every day in this town. And it's a town of not quite 50,000, and I'll get to those numbers here in a second. That is, I don't know, that's just crazy to me. This is the most violent town, city in the United States. And I didn't know this post office was here. United States Post Office Courthouse. And that looked like some Art Deco, doesn't it? Sure does. That's pretty beautiful. Anyway, just for fun, I got a little list of just a handful of towns that you would think would be way up higher that surprisingly aren't. El Paso, Texas. Look how low it is, 313. Despite it being right next door to one of the most violent cities in the world, Juarez, Mexico, El Paso is one of the safest cities in the United States. It may surprise you to see Chicago with only 540. Because Chicago's in the news for crime all the time. San Francisco, 696. Now these are violent crimes, by the way. Property crimes, the towns may go up much higher, but in violent crime, yeah, New York City, 744. Portland, Oregon, 751. In Louisiana, they don't call counties counties, they call them parishes. So this is the courthouse for the parish, built in 1926. It's Greek Revival architecture. It's a beautiful building. It faces the river here. The town was named after, well, you're thinking James Monroe, the former president. And that is sort of correct. The town is actually named after the very first steamboat that sailed up this river. The steamboat was named the James Monroe. The steamboat was named after the president, but the town named itself after the steamboat. Kind of an odd little thing, isn't it? Delta Airlines, one of the biggest airlines in the world, now based in Atlanta. Delta Airlines was born here, incorporated here in 1928, right here in Monroe. It started out as a crop dusting airline, specifically for the Mississippi Delta. In fact, that's where the name Delta Airlines came from, the Mississippi Delta. Downtown's kind of quiet, isn't it? So here's some of the actual numbers of the city, because they always help tell the story, don't they? The population of Monroe right now is 46,800. Peak population, 1980. There were 57,600 people here. The town is slowly declining in population. The metro area is 207,000. So it's pretty decent sized. Median age is 34. That's pretty young compared to the US. Median of 39. 52% of the town is female, 48% male. 61% of the town is black. 33% is white, 2% Hispanic, 2% Asian, last 2% mixed race. This guy here is pretty loud, so I'm going to go somewhere else and finish this. Median household income here is $36,500 a year. That's $700 a week. Poverty is pretty high, 35% overall. Children 17 and under, it is 49%. Folks 65 and older, it's 21%. So those are pretty grim numbers. Cost of living here is 14% lower than the rest of the U.S. So that helps, I'm sure. Median home value, $158,000. And I'm just outside of downtown. About a block or two out. And seeing this here. It is for sale, if you're interested. I am in South Monroe. This is generally considered the most dangerous area of the city. A little area south of I-20 and in between the Ouachita River and Highway 165. So I'm going to take a quick little drive through. The poverty level here, it's really high. It's above 50%. Median household income in this area of town is $22,000 a year. You see some trash just laying on the ground in places. Old toilet stool. Looks like a tree came down. You do see quite a bit of the poverty here. I don't think anybody lives in there. It's all boarded up. Yeah, there are definitely some abandoned homes here. There's another one. I don't think anyone has lived in there for quite a long time. You'll see 3 or 4 houses, and then you'll see one like this one. That one is sitting empty. No question. Looks like that might have burned down. Tell you what, the roads are pretty good. Often in some of these poor neighborhoods, they don't take care of the roads, but it looks okay, doesn't it? There's some more abandonment though. But then you'll see one like this one here. That's a nice house. You know, middle class. A nice middle class house. But sandwiched in between it, a couple of abandoned houses. Another one right here. Interesting. Well, let's see. I'm just cruising through the neighborhoods. I saw this. Got all these American flags. It's, well, what do we say? A lot of stuff? A lot of stuff here. I like all the American flags though. Let's see what the front of this house looks like. Well, the windows are boarded up. Not sure what's going on there. But that is a lot of stuff accumulated. Wow. Yeah, there is a lot of this though. See quite a bit of trash on the ground, which you hate to see. Just trash all over the ground. I guess I just don't understand that. What can I say? Like every third or fourth house looks like this. It's boarded up, abandoned. You can see the population loss, that's for sure, of the town. 3 houses here in a row. Clearly no one lives in. Someone lives in this one though. Now that's a nice house. Now this one too. Really interesting. The architecture there. And right next door. Burned husk of a house. For some reason not getting torn down. Well, of course we know why. The tax dollar's not there to fund that. Empty house here. I don't know, does anybody live there? It's hard to imagine, isn't it? Almost looks like a party house. Look at all the beer cans on the ground. And lots of trash. Just thrown on the ground. That's crazy. I am in North Monroe now. On the other side of town. As you can see, it's quite different here. Lots of beautiful homes here. Yes, beautiful neighborhood. This neighborhood is called the Garden District. As you can see, it's a very nice area. A lot of beautiful houses here. And no cookie cutter. Everything is different. That is some kind of house there, isn't it? That is really interesting looking. Very stately. Yeah, this is it's a great neighborhood. Well, let's see. You know what, guys? I'm going to go grab Nicole, and we're going to go have a, well, it's going to be a late lunch, really. It's a pretty little house. Yeah, so, yeah, that's coming up next. We are going to eat at Fontenot's.
Cajun Way.
Cajun Way.
I love Cajun food.
Well regarded here. You can already smell it.
Yeah.
You can smell the food right now.
Yeah, you can.
It smells amazing. All right, so let's, we're gonna go have a late lunch here.
Stuffed crab apple.
Stuffed crab apple, yep. Looks good. Let's go see what they got. I guess we could set at the bar, huh?
Sure.
Should we do that?
Yep.
I'm gonna have a amber lager beer because they don't have anything local here, which surprised me. And Nicole's just having water.
And obviously something fried because that's everything on the menu.
Lots of fried food. That's Cajun.
Lots of fried food.
We are going to have fried alligator as an appetizer. All right, our appetizer is here. Fried alligator.
Yum. Looks good.
Yep. And looks like it comes with some sort of Cajun ranch sauce. So it does smell really good.
I'm going to take the first bite. I'm not shy.
Well, your thoughts?
I barely got it in my mouth.
Well, does it taste good or not?
It's very good.
Is it? It does smell good.
My mouth is really full, so it's hard to talk, but it is very good.
Well, I'm going to try it myself. Yeah, it's really good. For those of you who are wondering what gator meat looks like.
Looks like chicken.
Yeah, it does. It kind of looks like chicken a little bit, doesn't it?
Like everything.
A slightly different flavor, but we eat it all the time. It's really good. My lunch is here. This is the Cajun platter. So this is fried catfish and etouffee.
Etouffee.
Crawfish.
The etouffee looks really good.
Yeah, crawfish etouffee. So this is crawfish and rice with Cajun roux. Is that what it's called? Cajun,
something like that.
Cajun, some kind of Cajun sauce there. And then you've got jambalaya.
No, I've got gumbo. Silly.
Oh, gumbo.
I have gumbo, and mine's just chicken and sausage gumbo. A lot of times I have like shellfish, but I just have chicken and sausage, and then it always has like the Trinity in it, which
The
is
Creole Holy Trinity, yeah.
which is onion, bell peppers, and celery,
Yeah.
and rice.
It looks good.
Looks
Yep, all right,
delicious.
so we're going to dig in. So here's the review of the food. Crawfish etouffee is really good. The crawfish is nice and tender. Catfish is awesome. I love catfish. They have
We
pretty good
know
tartar.
that.
Yeah, they have pretty good tartar sauce. It's not bad.
What about your potato salad that looks like a scoop of ice cream almost?
Yeah, potato salad's good.
My gumbo is really, really good. I really like it. It has really great flavor to it. I really enjoy the sausage, and yeah, it's very, very yummy. I'm gonna keep going on it.
Oh, yeah? So it's good, huh?
Yes.
All right, so there you go, guys. All right, guys, here's the check. $54.31.
I am a cheap date today. It only cost you $12
Yeah, it's not too bad.
plus tax.
So there you go. That's how much lunch cost. All right, everyone. So that's the end of this video. We are heading to Mississippi next.
Cool.
So be looking for that.